Yeah. So tell me one thing, like if I'm going to declare here one string like this, var str is equal to Dan, okay, and now I'm going to print here console.log str dot length. So what will be the output? Tell me. How how many characters are there?
2.
DAN 3, no? I'm not asking about index. I'm talking about the number of characters present in that string. So how many are there? 3, no? So it is going to return me as 3. Okay. If I'm writing my full name, like here, got stuck. 1 second. Danish, then it will be 6. So this is not the case every time. Okay. So sometimes we do have like different types of characters available here. Like basically these strings are, you can see if I'm writing simply D, this is one character, one letter. This is just, you can say, a letter from English alphabet. You can use Latin word also, Latin character also you can take from Latin alphabet, isn't it? So generally we have 2 bytes, size is 2 bytes. So whenever I'm saying 2 bytes, okay, so 2 bytes is nothing but 2 bytes is nothing but is equal to 16 bits. Okay, 16 bits. 16 bits means 2 to the power 16. Okay, 2 to the power 16 you have to check, means how much it will be. 2 to the power 16, it is 65,536. It means, generally means we do have lot of characters. Special characters are there, sigma, pi, euro symbol is there, so many characters are there. So this 65,536 is not sufficient. Okay, so if you are using any character within this range, okay, so for one character, if you will check, for one character if you will check length, it is going to return you 1 as a length here. So basically this is not length of the characters, it is just returning you the number of bytes. So it is taking here generally 2 bytes. So 2 bytes here, normal characters are taking here 2 bytes, and it is returning length here as 1. So if it is kind of emoji, okay, mm, let's say from here I'm going to take some emoji. Let's say I'm going to copy this one. I'll just copy it. Okay. So here right now, tell me what will be the output for D if I'm using length is 1. If I'm using one emoji or 2 emoji, then now what will be the length of this string? Because this is also one character. Okay. And this is kind of Unicode character. Okay. Unicode character. So what will be the length now? If I'll ask you like what is the length of this string? Anyone? Any guesses? Sorry, your voice is not audible actually.
It's 2.
2. Why 2? Because we do have two emojis, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that is not the case here. It is going to return 4. One emoji is going to take here. One emoji is going to take what? You can see here the length, it is going to return 2 because that is outside of that what? 65,536 range. So this will comes under Unicode character. So here I have one code. By using that you can convert and check what is the ASCII code for that one. So I'm going to simply take this snippet and we'll try to paste here. Okay, we'll copy and we'll paste it here. The same emoji which we have here, I'm going to copy and will paste it over here. And we'll see what is the character code for this emoji. So here we have 1F604. So how much it is exactly? This is hexadecimal code. So that I'm going to convert here 0x and then so it is 1,28,516. That is actually the character Unicode, you can say. Okay, so which is outside that range. If I'm simply saying 2 to the power 16, 16 means 2 bytes. So it will just like take till that Unicode 65,536. But here, what is the code here for this special emoji? That is 1,28,516. So it is going to take simply, let's say here we have 32. So 4 bytes it is going to take, and in this range, these many characters uh, can be covered here. See, so here this is 1,28,516, and here we have the maximum range for Unicode, as you can see. So this will come under this range, and it is taking emoji will take 4 bytes actually size here. So that's why it is returning what length as 2. Even though if you are going to simply paste this emoji, I'll paste here. But before this, I'm going to simply write here d dot char code. Okay, char code at char code at. If you're not passing, by default it is taking 0, means at 0 index. If you will pass at 1 index, it is not a number because there is no value at char code of what 2, means second index, and second index is nothing but 0 is the first index, 1 is the second index. So here d is nothing but 68. If you will pass here capital A, that is 65. Okay, so here we do have just one index, but if you will pass emoji, so at 0 index you are getting this value. See, 55357. If you will pass 1, then 56836. So 2 bits are there actually. 2 chunks are there. That also proves that here we do have 2 char code point. That's why it is returning length as 2 for emojis. Okay, that you can see here. So we do have different types of characters. So this type of Unicode characters, if you have and you want to just go for any regular expression, then we have these things: Unicode flag and this \p class. Okay, So now we are going to learn about these things in regular expression. Okay, fine. Here I have a file in Unicode. We do have basically these many types. Later you can represent like this L and lowercase letter of any alphabet, Latin, whether it is Japanese, whatever. If you are not aware of that, like what type of language it is, simply you can target like any language alphabet, lowercase letter by using capital L, small l. Modifier you can use LM. So like that, here we have categories: letter, number, punctuations. Okay, mark is also there, symbols are also there. Okay, separator is also there, and some other categories are also there. So I'll attach this file, you can go through this. Like, that is not possible to cover actually, like how many types of languages are there. Okay, but I'll show you some example. Okay, so for that, here let's say uh here I'm going to create one variable, and we'll create one regular expression. Okay, one regular expression we will create, that we will create. But here what we are going to do, here we will store first one string where str. Okay, you can say simply my score is in hexadecimal format. If you are writing, simply you can write like this, uh, 0x ff. So I'm not sure what exactly is that. Okay, so ff is, I think, 255, or yeah, 255. 15 into 15 is 255. Fine, here we have this string. So this is a normal string, but you have to filter this one as a hexadecimal character. So you can write here one regular expression, simply match this one, 0 and x first. I'll show you. Match this one, 0 and x. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to write console.log. Okay, so console.log, and here I'm going to write the condition that str dot match, okay, that regular expression. We'll see the result here. So 0x is there. It is able to find, and index is 14. So if you will count here one by one, that index is 14. It is able to find that. So right now here we have ff. It might be f2. It might be 2d, any hexadecimal number it can be. So for that, if you have to write uh, that code, then what you have to do, you have to simply write here backslash p class. Okay, this p class, because this is a Unicode. Okay, so this class you here you have to use. And for hexadecimal digits, we have hex, okay, underscore digit. So this is for one, this is for one letter only, so it is going to return here null. Okay, because you are not using Unicode flag. Now it is able to find here, you can see 0xf. You have written here just one time that p class, that's why you are able to get just one f. If you want both of them, you have to write twice. Then you will get 0xff. So whatever character now you will pass here, like 3, 4, it is going to return here 3, 4. Okay. So it is going to check whether any hexadecimal character is available or not here. So simply if you will write here like this in beginning, like 3D, okay, it is going to take here, you can see 3D only. So if you want the entire string, what you have to use? Global flag. Then it is going to return two hexadecimal numbers. So you can use here like this Unicode flags. Do you have any question till here? So this is kind of class. If you will refer that notepad document, which I will attach today with this file, JavaScript file, you can go through that. Like so many possibilities are there that if you want to target any letter, lowercase letter, uppercase letter, any punctuation like that. So from there only I have taken this class, and that's why it is working for hexadecimal digits. No question? Okay, fine. Next thing here we have mm, this one. Why I'm copying this one? Because I was not able to type directly these characters, okay, from keyboard. So that's why I'm taking these things. So let's see here. We have these special characters, and simply if you will target these things like this, console.log, see. So L, this is for a special character here. Unicode later, if you want to target, then you have to mention L. And here it is going to check for any letter, and if you will pass Unicode flag, then only you will be able to get that. Here in output you can see for the first case you are getting, because you are using Unicode flag, you are getting all those characters. Okay, so this is the normal alphabet, and these things are like you can see this one is delta, and I'm not sure which character it is. And here if you're not using in the second case that Unicode flag U, that's why you are getting null. So no match found. If you will use here also, you will get the same result. Okay. So this is the second example of the Unicode regular expression. Another one also you can see here we have for currencies, that also you can see. Okay. Here they have created one regular expression first, and what they are saying, check the currencies here, and backslash D followed by digits. U they are giving here because of the Unicode flag, and P, that is for P class. So here we have P class and we are passing that a special Unicode class. Okay. And here we have uh what we say, that a string. Okay, that a string here we have. So prices, you can see dollar to Here we have euro 1 and this is yen 9. So it is going to check each and every currencies and it will return you here that result. So simply I'm going to write instead of alert console.log. So here you can see it is returning all those currencies. So if you will just pass the class no, it is going to return that whatever pattern you have written, that class it is going to return as per that class. So here if you will remove that digit followed by digit, so it will return just that symbol. See here. So that you can write. Okay, is that clear now? Any question till here in Unicode?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So now we have next thing, that is anchors. Okay, we are going to learn about anchors and we'll see by using that what we can do. So here we have anchors. Okay, so there are two types of anchors. First one is you can check the start of the string by using this caret sign or shift 6. Okay, by using this. Okay, and end by using dollar. Okay, so you can use these two special characters. If you want to check the starting letter of any string, you have to use this caret sign. If you want to check any string ending with some letter or some digit, then you have to go with the dollar. So that we are going to see now. So now I'm going to create here one string first. Let's say I'm writing where str is equal to mm, my name is Smith. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply create one regular expression here I'm going to create, and that is I'm saying check whether the string is starting with letter M or not. Okay, I'm passing here global flag. And now here I'm going to print the result. So if you want to check whether it is starting with that or not, what you can do, simply start dot test you can write. If you write match, you will get here just M. Okay, if you want to check whether it is starting with that M or not, you have to write here test. Sorry, I have written reverse manner. For test it will not work like this. For test here you need to write regular expression and then test that particular string. So it is true because it is starting with M, or even you can write my also. Okay. So this is the first thing that you can check whether it is starting with that or not. Fine. If you want to check for the end, so what you have to do, you need to write another pattern for that. So what you have to do, if you want to check whether this string is ending with a Smith or not, okay, then what you have to do, simply you need to write here that Smith and then dollar. It is ending with a Smith. Okay. If I will remove this H, see, it is false. Simply if I'll write whether it is ending with H or not, it is going to return true. Okay. If I'll add here one exclamation mark, then it is false. You can see here. Is that clear? Any question here?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Now another thing here we have, I'm going to create another string again. So a start and end. Now we are done with this. But here we have one problem. Let's say if I'm writing var str, okay. So for multi-line string, you have to use the backtick. And here what I'm writing is, first I'm going to write, let's say first price. Okay. Next line, what I'm going to write is second. Okay. Price. Then third price. Fine. Here we have like this. And now I'm going to change the regular expression. Simply I'm going to write here var regular expression is equal to. So for this one, I'm just going to check whether this string, okay, is starting with what digit or not. So for that, you can create simply, just to check digit, you can write \d. And if you want to check whether it is starting with digit or not, then you have to use that caret sign, isn't it? Simply if you'll write like this, it is going to return true. Okay, that you can see here. It is starting with that one. So now instead of this, here it is returning true. Match also we will see what it is going to return now. Here I'm going to pass regular expression, and here we have to write that string dot match. So you can see here it is just returning one. Okay, because you are not using here global flag. Okay, fine. Even global you are using, you are getting just one. Okay, second and third you are not getting. One second, guys. Excuse me. Actually, I have cough. That's why I'm getting problem while speaking. Okay. So here Even if we are using global flag, we are not able to get all those. Like this is the new line here, again this one is a new line. So if you want to get that one, like every new line character which is starting with the digit, what you have to use, one new flag you have to use, that is multi-line. So you have to use M here, then only you will be able to get all those. One second, I did some mistake here. Regular expression, G and M. It should return me as, let me check here. Simply if I'm writing uh this one, yeah, we have like this. So here I'm going to write \d. Okay, so it is selecting each and everything. Here it is not treating it as dot dot. It should return actually. Why it is not happening? Let me check. Just first one it is returning. Okay, that's why. Excuse me. I have used actually that indentation, no? So that was considering as a space. Okay, so now I have removed a space. Simply I have pressed enter. So this is the new line. Again, enter. Here we have new line. And in every new line, as you can see, now we have digits. So that's why it is able to find that particular digit. So this is for starting. If end also, if you want to check here, uh, let's say 4 and 5, and here we have let's say 6. Okay, same thing we can copy. Instead of this, simply we can write what? Tell me. Here just we will write dollar, and it is going to return those values 4, 5, 6, and we are able to check that one whether it is ending with that or not, digit or not. Okay, so any question now in multi-line flag? No. Okay, fine. So now we are going to learn about searching for new line. Okay, instead of that we will see what we can use. So let's say here we have new line. No, I'm not using sorry, it will be like that only if I'm not using multi-line flag. Okay, and simply I'm saying here after this digit do we have a new line. So for new line we can use this escape sequence, that is escape sequence, that is backslash n. So see what will happen in that case, you are not going to get that expected result here. Okay, so here you are getting what? Null. Okay, so that you cannot do. Here we have this one and simply you are writing not this flag. Now you will get just 4/n because after 4 we have new line. After 5 again we have new line. After 6 we do not have new line. That's why you are not getting. So now if I'll press enter here, so we have now new line here. So that's why you are getting 6/n here. So that you can use, but still you can see here you are getting \n in result. So if you don't want that, simply you can go with this end with. Okay, and you need to enable here multi-line 4 5 6 you are getting. So start and end we are done. Now we have next thing, that is escaping. Okay, escaping special characters. So we are going to comment all these things here first. Starting and end we have seen already. Okay, now we are going to learn about how to escape any special characters. So we have already learned about this \d, isn't it? So likewise we have like many special characters. We have this one bracket. Okay, we have this bracket, we have this bracket means flower brace parenthesis, then we have backslash. Backslash already is there, caret sign is there, this is also one special character, dollar is there, pipe sign is there. Okay, question mark is there. Okay, asterisk is there, and plus sign is also there. So these are the special characters which we can use here in regular expression, that also we will see. So but what if you have to escape those things, those special characters, then what you have to do, that we are going to see here. Okay, so let's say here we have I'm going to write here mm, one string where str. Okay, where str is equal to let's say my height is, okay, 5.9. Okay, here we have one string, and I'm going to create actually two strings. So let's say this one is a string 1 and another one is a string 2, and here I'm going to write 510. Okay, two strings are there. Now what I have to do, I'm going to simply create one regular expression for that. So regular expression here we can create by using this again, regex, and here we'll create one pattern again. So one pattern here I'm going to create, so we will be able to find any digit with that what, uh, if there is any digit followed by dot and then followed by digit, so that should come. Okay, so here now if I will write simply console.log, so what we can write here, str.match, sorry, str1 dot match that regular expression. So here you will get, you can see 5.9 as a result. Okay, I'm using global flag, but it is there, you can see, and it is returning 5.9 if you are using global flag. Now here in this case it is working. How about string 2? Here what will happen, it is just going to return 5.1, so that is not actually expected. It should return 5.10 whatever text is there. So what you can do, simply if you will write plus, it will return whatever digit is there followed by that digit. Plus is nothing but it will accept each and everything. Okay, fine. Now a string 2, if I will, a string 1 if I'll write here in this case, so here it is going to return that also. Fine, both of them are working now, so that is perfect. But here, instead of creating this, let's say you are going to create a regular expression by using that constructor call. Okay, new regular expression. Here you have to create that regular expression. So same thing, what you have to write, backslash d dot backslash d. Okay, and flag here you need to pass comma g. Same pattern I have written here, so plus also you can write, no problem. But here if you will write like this, you are getting null, because why it is not accepting that. Yeah, so if you are writing like this, here it is taking as dot d, which is not expected. So if you want to put a slash here, then you have to use this escape sequence. If you will write two times backslash backslash, it is going to return in a string once only, like that. Here also, now if you will save this, here you are getting what, the expected result. Now it is not returning as null value. Okay, so if you are using just once, it will be ignored. That you can see here, after saving automatically it is removing from here, because of that pre-tier which I am using here. One extension is there. So always, if you want a pattern like this, simply as we have created here backslash d dot backslash d, then you have to use this escape sequence letters. Okay, then only it is going to work. That always you need to remember. Okay, now we have another thing, sets and ranges in regular expression, that we are going to learn. Okay, so sets and ranges, now we will see. There are so many things actually in a regular expression. I'm not going to now cover each and everything because that will take lot of time to explain all those minute thing of regular expression. So simply you can refer the MDN docs. I can explain you, but it will take lot of time. Okay, so I don't want to waste means time here in just regular expression, because we have to learn some other topics also, which are very important actually. The callbacks, promises, callbacks actually we have already learned in function. But here again we are going to learn about callbacks, promises, and async and await today. So that we will see after this. Okay, is that fine? Because most of the time you're not going to use the regular expression, and even you can create the regular expression as per your requirement. There are so many online tools are available.
Yes, sir. We can
Okay,
find also in Stack Overflow. That also
sorry.
give regular expression if you want any. It's already pre-written some regular expression.
Yeah, so that actually we can take it from online tool also,
Yes.
but just for understanding purpose what exactly those special symbols are, what is the meaning of that. So that's why I have explained these many things. Okay, just for your understanding. If you want to customize something, if you have a like already existing regular expression, so how to change that one as per your requirement. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So here we have some special thing, like if you are writing something in a square bracket in pattern, it means there's a meaning of that, like you have to search anything like among the given string, whatever string you have given, in that you have to search, and individual it is going to search. So that we are going to learn here. So how to create a pattern, and that also we will see. So where str, first I'm going to create one string here. Let's say here I'm going to write rat, cat, mat, hat, like this. So this is one string, and now I'm going to create one regular expression. Okay, we'll create one regular expression pattern. And here what I'm saying, if is there any character which I'm going to mention here, let's say, as I said, first you have to write this square bracket. In that, I'm simply writing a. So it is going to check the occurrence of a wherever it is. Okay. So I'll show you how exactly it is going to work. So simply I'm writing here console.log str dot match and that regular expression we are going to pass here. Let's see what will happen. So first of all, it is going to return the first occurrence of A, okay, which is at index. Here it is saying 1, and the complete input you can say here, that is rat cat mat. So index 1 means first one r is 0 and then a is 1. So if you want to check the entire string, then you have to pass the global flag. So a, how many times are there? It is like 4 times. It is agreeing. I'm saying, hey, find if a is there, find that and check whether t is also there or not. So a is a different case, t is a different case. So it is going to check whether a is there or not. Okay, if it is not there, check if t is there or not. Okay, so it is searching a t 4 times. Here we have. Now what I'm saying, search. Here we have cat, okay, and here we have c a. Two things are there. So a is there, then t, a t. Here we have a for this one, okay, third occurrence, and then again 80 is there. Now what I'm saying, check a word with letter c and followed by either if there is a or t, that should come here. So just one occurrence will be there, I think. Okay, c a, okay, two, c and a means in cat, and c and a here we have. So if you will write here c and t also, so it means c followed by a or c followed by t, whatever word is there, it should match. See, so it is going to check individually, not at, not like that. If there is a or if there is t, so like that. If you want to check whether in this string any of this vowel are existing or not, or if it is existing how many times, then you can search here like this. How many times? How many times it is there? You can see a a a. So just a is there, not other thing. Now I'm going to write a random text. Love Java script. I'm not sure like how many vowels are there. Save it. So now it will return a e I here. Sorry, o e a I. So here you have then e a a I. So it is returning. You do not have to find like that. So let's say if you're writing a logic generally by using for loop and you are checking each and every character whether it is available or not, instead of writing that, okay, if you will use a simple regular expression, so which one is easy? Instead of writing a code by using for loop, this this one only. Okay, so here you are able to identify like how many times vowels are occurring and what are the characters or letters are there. It is returning that. Okay, that easily. So by using this set, you can find all of them. So this is very simple. Okay, and followed by also you can write. If I'm writing followed by t, Let's see what is the result. Null. There is no, there is T actually, but not after any of them, like not after A, not after E, not after I. Okay. If I will write PT, see here, JavaScript. So IT. So this is one vowel. Okay. So it should return me at least one IT. Okay. So now I think it's clear what exactly the sets are. So here, whatever like characters you want to find in that particular given string, you have to pass all those options here like this. Okay. And it is going to check. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now one more thing here we have. You can pass ranges also. Okay. You can pass ranges. And in email pattern, you have seen how to check for ranges and all, and how to restrict something, like no one should be able to enter what we say, like a special character like dollar in email, like abc dollar at gmail.com, like that. If you want to restrict, like no one should be able to enter any special character apart from that dot at and gmail. Okay. Then you can write any regular expression, and there you can restrict also. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write here, let's say here I'm going to write check. Instead of this, if you want to give a restriction or range like this, for digit, like no one should be able to enter except these things, 0 5, okay, or 0 to 9, like this you can write. If you want to restrict anyone, like no one should be able to enter except A to F, for let's say hexadecimal number. If you are giving one input box and there you want to restrict, like no one should be able to enter except these things, A to F or 0 to 9, so you can write like this, A to F. This is one thing. In capital also you have to write A to F like this, and then 0 to 9. So this is for hexadecimal number pattern. Okay. So if you are removing this one, and simply you are writing I flag for case insensitive, whether the user is going to type a small a to f or capital A to F, that doesn't matter when you are using this. But if you're not mentioning this flag, you have to write capital one also. Okay. So ranges also you can pass here by using this. Is that clear? So generally, as I was saying here, generally we do write backslash d. Backslash d is for what? This is for digit. So instead of writing backslash d, simply we can write 0 to 9. Okay. So that will also work. So ranges here you can write if you want. So now I'm going to like skip all those like topics of regular expression. Now we will start with the callback, promises, and uh, async of it. Rest thing you can check out on MDN documentation. Okay. If you have any question, you can ask me later. Is that okay, everyone? Because if I'll explain you about the regular expression, it will take 2 or 3 more classes. Then also it is not going to complete. Okay. So now we are going to learn about, see, this is a very huge topic actually, regular expression. So many cases are there. Now we are going to learn about callbacks. We have already learned about the callbacks. Anyone can tell me what exactly is the callback? Anyone? Don't know about callback? Himanshu? Are you guys able to hear me or not? Are you guys able to hear me? Himanshu, Prerna?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes.
do you know about callbacks? What exactly callback is?
Not really, but I think it is a function inside calling function inside function.
Sorry, your voice is very low actually. I'm not able to hear you clearly. Calling function?
Calling function inside function.
That is nested function, no? Passing any function as an argument, okay? That is known as callback actually. So, okay, we are going to learn about now callback first. Again, I'm going to explain you. So here, first I'm going to create one problem statement, then I'll show you like what exactly the callback is, and then promise, then what we say, async and await. So first here I'm going to create one data. Okay, so this is one array, and in this array we have like some objects, and that object contains some properties like name. Okay, Himanshu. Okay, and let's say here I'm going to type your designation as a senior dev. Okay, again another object is there with the same structure. Anand. Here I'm writing dev. Here we have again. Okay, let's say here we have just two. Okay, so this is one array of object. I have created this one array. Now here I'm going to create a function first. Okay, function get details, okay. One function I'm going to create. In this one, in this function, have you ever heard of the set timer function?
is a use in asynchronous. Whenever we need any delay, then we can use. Uh,
Yeah, for delay, generally we use a set timeout function. But do you know where exactly it is defined? It is in JavaScript engine. Is it in JavaScript engine?
yes, it is in JavaScript.
No, actually it is not the part of JavaScript engine. It is provided by the third party web API which comes with the browser. Okay. So if you will check here, window is one object, global object, and window will be the global object for the browsers. If you are using JavaScript runtime engine in browser, so here we have some web APIs which is providing set timeout actually, and that is a part of this browser web API. Okay, so here we have, if you will see, where is that set timeout? Let me check. One second, just I'm checking here. Yeah, see, this is set timeout. Okay, so set timeout is not the part of JavaScript engine. This is not the feature of JavaScript. Okay, because in set timeout, if you are going to write something, so the main syntax I'm going to show you first, then I'll tell you like what exactly the what we say async await. Later I'll explain you what exactly is that. So this one is also asynchronous call. Excuse me, asynchronous call actually here for set timeout also if you are using. So what is the meaning of asynchronous? Synchronous means line by line each and everything is going to execute. Okay. Asynchronous means parallelly it will execute. Okay, it will not wait or it will not block the next execution. Okay, if it is taking some time. So non-blocking code you can say. Simply if I'm going to write set timeout here, so you can see this is the normal structure set timeout. Here you need to pass time delay in milliseconds. So if you are passing 1000 millisecond, that is equal to 1 second. Okay. And instead of this arrow function we have already learned. Okay. Instead of this arrow function, if you don't want to use this, simply you can use anonymous function. Okay. Like this. And here you can write console, excuse me, console.log. Okay. Hi. Okay, console.log hi, and here you have to call this function first, get details. Just a demo I'm showing you here. Get details, call this one. If you will save this one, after 1 second it is printing. Okay, because it is taking some time. See, if I'm refreshing, see, it is taking 1 second. If I'll pass 5000 milliseconds, means it will take 5 seconds of time to print that. See, now it is coming. So what is happening actually? Here we have set time of function. Okay, and after this here we have console.log hello. So here if you will see, hello is getting printed first, and after 5 seconds hi is coming. So you can see here hello is after this hi. So first set time out function is getting executed, and then only it is getting executed. So what is happening internally, that we will see later. But for now just understand this, that set timeout is just like asynchronous function, which is used to just if you want to give some delay in execution, okay, then you have to use this set timeout function. The syntax is, first you need to pass you can say a callback, and then the second argument you have to pass as a time delay, how many milliseconds you want to delay. Okay, so this is the basic syntax. Now we will learn actually how actually asynchronous programming works in real time, and what is event loop, event queue, and call stack we already know. And we will see the total execution, how actually it happens. So now second thing what I'm going to do here, I'm going to simply loop through all those data array here. So what we can do, if you remember, we have learned about one array method called for each. Okay, so this is for each method. Here you need to pass one callback. Okay, callback function. And here I'm passing just one emp, is nothing but employee detail. So this is nothing but one object. Every time in every iteration you are going to get that detail. So now here I'm going to write again console dot log, print that emp detail. So here I'm writing emp simply. So it will take 5 seconds of time, and then only it is going to print these details. See here, these two objects of this array, data array. So now you are able to see here that now I'm going to decrease the time to 1 second only. So immediately after 1 second, it is going to print that. So here we have the just one method to get the details. Okay, what if you want to insert some new user detail in that array? So for that also I'm going to create one function. So here I'm going to create one function. I have not explained till now what is callback. Okay, here just for demonstration you can see here what is callback. Actually here we are passing one callback. In real time how to use that, that we will see. Here we have one function, and I'm writing here create new user function. Okay, create a new user function. And what it is going to do, again here I'm writing set timeout. Okay, and I'm giving here 2 seconds of delay, and here I'm passing uh, data dot push. Okay, what, so whatever detail new user, whatever detail you are going to pass as an argument for this function, that you have to push here in this array. So here I'm going to simply write like this. Okay, now if I'll call this function called create new user. Okay, so here as an argument it is expecting, here see we have one parameter, so new user we have to pass. So first I'm going to copy this format from here, this object, and here I'm going to pass this thing as an argument. Here I'm going to write Prerna. Okay, new user I'm going to insert it. Okay, and here also I'm writing developer. We'll save it. You are not able to see the third one. You know why? Anyone can guess here why it is not coming? If you will see first which function you are calling, get detail, okay, then create new user. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it from here, and before get details, I'm going to call this one. Then also result will remain same. You won't be able to get that third data, because here if you will see get details is executing in just 1 second, and you are updating this detail, you are pushing this new data in 2 seconds. Okay, so one way is that if you will increase the time, 3 seconds it is going to take, 2 seconds it is going to take. So first it will push and then it will print. So now we are able to get that. Okay, because now it is taking 3 seconds, it is taking 2 seconds. So that is not actually the real solution. When you are getting some data from internet, it may take sometimes 5 seconds, sometimes 2 seconds, sometimes less than 1 second, that we don't know, no. Okay, so right now here we have the static data, but in real time if you are getting any data from a server, that may take some less or more time to execute that. And if there is a other function which is dependent on that, okay, then first it is going to execute this one, and then later it is going to execute. So that will not work as expected. If you will see here, see, you will get just details, two user details, even though now if you will check the data array, here we have three user details, but you are not able to print that. Okay, so how to avoid that, how to resolve this problem now? So you can simply avoid that problem. So this is a problem actually. You can avoid that problem by using callbacks. So what is the meaning of callback? That we will see. So here we have this one, new user we are saying. Second parameter I'm going to call as, I'm giving callback only, the name of this parameter as callback. Okay, and what I'm saying, once I'm done with this, then I need to call this callback method. So what is callback method? Here we have parameter. So second argument we have to pass here as that function. Okay, this get details. Now we don't have to write here like this. Simply we need to pass this complete function as a callback. And what I'm doing here, I'm calling just create new user. I'm passing this object. What I'm saying here, in new user we are passing this object. First it is going to push that one. Then once I'm with this one, this operation, then callback. Callback means call this get detail function. So now the problem is resolved. See, now you are getting all those three details. So this is nothing but call back. Means call back. Why I'm saying the name, the term, now you understood. Whenever we pass any function as an argument, and once we are done with our operation first, or the priority work first, then you can call that function later as per your requirement. Okay, or if you want to call here before this also, that is also fine. Is that clear? Callback is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now another one is here we have, that is promise. So in this one only I can explain you about promise. Let's say just I'm going to change the format of this one, promise. Let's say Here I'm writing simply. First, I'll explain you what exactly promise is. In promise, you have just two possibilities. Okay. Either you are going to, let's say if I'm saying I will complete this JavaScript course in like next 10 days. And if I'm completing in 10 days means whatever I have promised, that is fulfilled, isn't it? If I'm not completing that, means in that case, my promise got rejected, or you can say is not fulfilled. Okay. So here also we have two possibilities whenever you are using promise. First one is either it is going to, as per your requirement or whatever expected code is there, if it is running as per the expectation, then it is resolved. If it is not, then it is rejected. So here, first of all, I'm going to show you how to create one promise. Okay. Then I will explain you how to write there that promise thing. So let's say here I'm writing where, simply I'm writing pro. To create a promise, you have to use again a constructor called new, and then you have to write here promise. Okay. Here you need to pass again a callback function. Okay. And in this callback function, as I said, you have to pass two parameters. First one is resolve, and second one is reject. Okay. Now, here I'm giving, let's say, where x is equal to, let's say 2 plus 5. And here I'm writing now one condition that if x is double equal to, or if I'm saying x is greater than 5, then it is resolved. You have to pass this. This one is a function. So here you have to write as what? Resolve. And here you can pass some message also. Simply you can write, let's say, pass. Okay. In case if it is not true, then you have to write here what? Reject. Okay. You have to write here reject. This is also one function. You can simply write here fail. Okay. So this is a simple way of creating promise. Now we are done with the promise. If you will simply print here console.log, okay, pro. So what it is going to print here? Let's see. It is going to print here that it is a promise. Okay. And promise, you can see it is fulfilled, and you are getting result as promise. Result is pass. Promise state is fulfilled. And what type of prototype it is? Promise. So how to handle these things, whether it is fulfilled? If it is fulfilled, then you have to show some message. Okay. Then what you can do, simply you have to write that promise name which you have created. So simply you have to write pro. To handle that, simply you need to write dot then. Okay. When it is success, okay, when it is succeeded or successfully executed, or it is resolved, then you want to do something. So here in then you have to pass again a callback function. So you can see here we are passing one message. So here you need to pass one parameter for message to handle that one. Okay, and now what we can do is we can write here simply console dot log that message. Okay, that message. So in output you can see what we are getting, that this one is pass. In case if this condition is not getting satisfied, you are getting error called fail. So this is one error, but how to handle that error and how to customize that one, simply you have to write then catch block after that. Okay, you can write catch. If there is any error, simply you can write catch, and again there also you need to pass a callback. Okay, and whatever error is there, no, whatever error is there, that you have to print over here. So error is one parameter here I'm passing, and I'm going to print that one. What? Error. So here see you are getting fail. So like this you can control the promise. You can create like this a new promise. You can write your condition or whatever your code or logic is there, you can write, and based on your logic whatever condition you want to write for the resolve or reject, you can write, and then you have to control like this. Once it is done, okay, once it is done, then execute this one. So this is nothing but promise. And now I'm going to show you how to handle these things which we have done by using callback, how to handle those things by using promise, that we are going to see. Okay, that problem we have resolved by using first callback. Now I'm going to do same thing with the promise. So simply what I'm going to do is here in this one I'm going to create a promise, and that I'm going to return. So first I'll create a promise. First I'm creating here a promise. So new, okay, or here I'm going to simply write where pro is nothing but a promise is equal to, how to create a promise, new promise. Okay, one callback here you need to pass. Okay, so here I'm writing simply one callback, and two parameters you need to pass here. First one is resolve, and second one is reject. Okay, is that clear? We have created this one. Now what we have to do, we have to take all this logic inside this promise. Okay, inside this promise here we have. Now what we have to write here, simply here we have data dot push and new user here we have. Now no need of this callback. I'm going to remove this callback because that is the alternative of the callback which we are using right now, and this is the best way to handle the errors also. So that's why you can use promise instead of callback when it is required. So now I'm removing this callback as well. Okay, and here I'm going to write simply let's say here I'm writing data dot push new user. Okay, and how to show that? Okay, we can do here one thing, one flag we can take just to check if it is true or false. For resolve and reject, by default it is false, and I'm giving here a condition if flag is true. Okay, what is that? That flag is true. Then we have to do something else. We have to do something else. So here, if it is true, we have to do what? Resolve. So simply I'm writing here resolve. Okay, no message this time. And simply here I'm writing reject. Here also no message. And finally, I'm going to return this promise from here, from this function. Then only I'll be able to handle, no? So I'm going to return this promise. Okay, I have saved this one. I'm not calling this function. Now I'm going to show you how to call this one by using promise. Simply here, as you can see, here we have this promise. I'm going to remove this get details. Okay, we are passing this. First thing we are passing. So first we will call this function and we are passing this data object. We will say then. Once it is done, then only, then what we have to do? Then we have to pass a callback. What callback we have to pass? Get details. So this is a function. Simply we can pass here this function. Okay, get details. Control Z. Once again, I'm going to copy this one. Simply here I'm going to pass that get details. Okay, and see here the same result you will get. See, okay, we are getting same result without using callback also. So again our problem is resolved. So then is there now to handle any error here you can write simply what? Catch block also. Okay, catch. So in catch again you have to pass one callback function. If there is any error, you can say let's say some error is there, you can write console.log that error. Okay, so right now you won't get any error because it is false. Okay, if I'm going to make this one true, now you will get here error called, here we have undefined, no data is there, no? So it is not executing at all, this one else block is getting executed. So here is simply we can write a custom message also, that something went wrong. So see here you are getting that message, something went wrong. So like this, even though if you have a dependency, if you are getting some data from server and it is taking time, it will wait until and unless this data is not getting executed, next block will not be executed here, it will wait for that. So this is known as what? Promises. And this is promise chaining. So after that, then again, if you have some other condition or some other method to execute, you can again write then dot here again, then like that you can write. So this is all about callback and promises. Async and await, I'm not going to explain you today because it will take a lot of time. I think one session it is going to take. So tomorrow I'll try to complete that one. Do you have any question?
What
Sorry.
if Am I audible?
Yeah, please tell me.
Suppose we have a server API. Okay, we
Mhm.
want data from that, and we use two promises for same API.
Yes, we have that possibilities also. Let's say if you have two fetch calls, okay. So for that we have like promises dot all also is there, promise dot raise, two or three methods are there that also you can use in that case to handle that. Okay, we have that facility as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you can check out if you want. Like yeah, that is possible, but we do not have that scenario right now. That's why I have not explained that one. Promise dot all, promise dot raise. So these methods are available actually that you can check out. Okay. So the basic idea here I have explained you what exactly the promise is, what type of problem we can resolve by using promise. Actually, see, first we were using callbacks to avoid that callback. Means let's say you have like nested condition. If it is true, then only execute this one. If it is true, then only execute this one. So you have to write like nested callbacks. To avoid that, they have introduced new thing that is known as promise. And after this promise we have like top level thing you can say. Still we are using promises, but you can go with the async and await also instead of this. Okay, so these days like people are using async and await, and that is also like a very like neat and clean syntax. No need to create like this promise by using this constructor call. Simply you can use async function. In that you have to use await if you think like it will take some time to get executed. Okay, so await you can use there. That we will see tomorrow. Okay.